Okay, let us look into the example now. Same thing I would write. Open a valve V 15 seconds after a switch S1 is on, when the switch S1 is set off, when the switch S1 is set off, the valve should close immediately. This is what is the problem statement. Open a valve 15 seconds after a switch S1 is on, and the second part of the problem here is when the switch S1 is set off, the valve should close immediately. So this is what is the problem statement. Now, most of the times in the examinations also, the problems would be mentioned in this way. So you should be able to properly interpret these problems. These are very simple examples. So now try to consider an industrial scenario wherein you have a switch, right? So after the switch is on, wait for about 15 seconds, then open a valve which is corresponding to the switch, and here which is the input, which is the output, that you should be able to properly judge here, right? Valve of course is a output, switch is a input, but here you will have to spend a time of 15 seconds, right? So therefore you must bring in a timer also, but at the same time you have, when the switch S1 is set off, the valve should close immediately, right? So how do you draw the ladder diagram for this? So now let me start with the power rail here. Okay, so and again I have to bring in the switch S1 here. I have brought the switch S1 here, and I will have to have the timer, say T, with K of 15 seconds, with K of 15 seconds. Okay, so then now you have to turn on the output, that is a valve which is indicated by V here, right? So but you have to fulfill one more condition here. When the switch S1 is set off, the valve should close immediately. So now that necessitates, along with the contacts of T, you will have to bring in the same switch S1 also in series here. I hope you understand this, right? So now what exactly happens when the switch is closed? Open a valve after the switch S1 is on, that means here the switch is getting closed. Okay, so when the switch is getting closed, now if at all you want to open this valve, you will have to wait for 15 seconds, right? So that is taken care of by this. So when the switch is closed here, the normally open switch here will now become normally closed switch, and this also will become a normally closed switch, because both are same. S1 is there also, S1 is in your second rung also. Okay, so now when S1 is closed here in the first rung, and the same switch is again closed in the second rung, that doesn't mean that your valve is getting opened, because this has to get activated, and this will get activated only after 15 seconds. So after 15 seconds, what happens here is this also becomes a closed switch now. So when this becomes closed switch, whatever the initial position your valve was in, the valve was in the on position. Now the valve is required to be opened, right? So that mechanism will take care of opening the valve. The closed valve will now become open valve, right? So the valve is opened. That first part is now taken care of. The second part, when the switch S1 is set off, the valve should close immediately. Now what happens is, suppose if you, what do you mean by the switch S1 is setting off here? The closed switch S1 now will become a open switch S1. So here in this particular case, this will no longer remain as a closed switch, and so is this. Both are open now. The moment the switch S1 gets opened, so irrespective of whether this switch is in the closed position or open position, the valve will now get closed. So this is the simple, the program or the simple ladder diagram which you can write or draw for this particular case. Open a valve when after 15 seconds, when the switch S1 is on. When the switch S1 is set off, the valve should close immediately, right? So this is what is the program, and you can also write an end rung here, right? So anyway, that may not be always necessary when you are writing a structured program. Then only all those things are to be properly taken care of. But for this example, I think this much is sufficient, right? So what you need to do here is you have to have a switch S1 which is normally open, followed by a timer which is having a preset setting of 15 seconds. Then in your second rung, you will have to bring in the timer switch, right, as the first switch, followed by the same switch S1 which is again normally open, then your valve which is assumed to be in the closed position, because once the switch is closed, the valve is required to get opened here. So you can write the instructions also here, right? So we have already written one instruction for this earlier. You can take S1 as X400 and T450 for the timer, right? Then the K setting you can do. I think you can write the program also here quickly. So how to write the program here? So this one I will take as X400 and this as T450, okay? Then this again will remain as T450 only because it is related to T450, and this is X400 only. Let us write this as Y430 for the output valve, right? So LD X400, then out T450, the second instruction, then K15, the third instruction, then LD T450, AND X400, then out Y430. So these are the 6 instructions that you need to write here in order to write the instructions for the ladder diagram that you have drawn as per the problem statement. LD X400, out T450, K15 the setting of the timer, then again LD T450, AND X400, out Y430. This is one example which I wanted to tell you about. Now, these kind of timer operations may be a part of your the design in the ladder diagram that you are going to draw for a big system, right? So you may have to interpret the problem statement properly. Once you are able to interpret the problem statement properly, I think drawing the ladder diagram becomes very easy. So maybe some of the assumptions and approximations are necessary unless the problem statement is very, very precise. Okay. So now let us look into one more example based on this timers. Close a valve, V8, this is the valve name, 20 seconds after S8, this is a switch, okay. So 8th switch, it is a nomenclature in a scenario, is set off. Close a valve V8 20 seconds after S8 is set off. During this time, a motor M8 should run. During this time, a motor M8 should run. So how would you draw the ladder diagram for this? It becomes too simple. I will add one more condition here, provided there is an input from one more sensor S9. So how would you draw the ladder diagram for this? This is again a very simple example. Close a valve V8. In our case, we can take it as Y430 as per Mitsubishi nomenclature. Close a valve V8 20 seconds after S8 is set off. A switch S8 is set off, and during this time a motor M8 should run, provided there is an input from one more sensor S9. So how would you draw the ladder for this? First, we will have to take the switch S8, close a valve V8 20 seconds after S8 is set off. So therefore, I must consider this S8 as a normally closed switch. Let us see, right, whether it is a normally closed switch, or is it possible for us to have the operation with the normally open only, right? So let me keep it as normally open right now, and I will have a timer here, and my timer contact here will make the valve V8 closed. Let me write this as V8. This is the timer contact. This is the timer with K equal to 20 here. So this is my switch S8. This is the switch S8. So close a valve 20 seconds after S8 is set off. Okay, doesn't matter. I think I can always take it as a normally open switch also, or I can take it as normally closed switch also. So now that is again decided what logical position of this S8 will activate the timer, right? So if you say that a logic 0 or whenever the switch is initially like this, if it becomes like this, if it activates the timer T, then we can have this as normally open switch only. So suppose if it is initially like this, if it gets opened, if this position activates your switch T, then we can have a normally closed switch also. That doesn't make much difference here. Let us take it as a normally open switch only. So now what happens, once the switch is activated, after 20 seconds your valve V8 is going to get closed. Now you have one more condition. During this time a motor M8 should run. That means as long as your switch S8 is activated during this time, that means during the period of 20 seconds, okay, so your motor M8 should run provided there is an input from one more sensor, provided there is an input from one more sensor, that is your S9. This will make your motor on. So now valve is a different thing here, a motor is a different thing. Please note here. So once your S8 is activated, your valve V8 is getting closed after a delay of 20 seconds. But at the same time, once the S8 is activated, your motor should turn on, right? Your motor should turn on, and the motor should turn on only when both your S8 as well as S9 are activated. This is something like this, right? So now you turn on this switch, right? So after 20 seconds you will close this valve, but the moment you turn on the switch, your motor is on. Your motor is on provided there is one more input. This is something like this. This is the valve, this is the motor, right? Please try to interpret the problem statement properly. During this time a motor M8 should run provided there is an input from one more sensor S9. So S9 provided means what? It is AND, okay, provided there is an input from one more sensor S9. If there is no input from S9, then your motor M8 cannot run. So therefore S8 and S9, they are ANDed here, they are coming in series. So for this, so you should be able to draw you should be able to write the instructions. Can you write the instructions for this? The first instruction here happens to be LD S8. I will write it as S8 only. You can take it as any convenient switch as per Mitsubishi configuration, X400 or something like that. Then out T, then Q. 20 out T, K 20, then you have LD, T, out V8, out V8, then next instruction is LD, S8, LD, S8, AND, S9, then out M. Then you can write an end instruction or something like that, but maybe it is not necessary in this particular case. I think this problem statement is clear, and accordingly the ladder diagram is also clear, right? So now let me give you one problem as an exercise. All of you please note it down. A conveyor is run by switching on or off a motor. The parts of the conveyor are positioned by optical sensors. Part of the conveyor are positioned by optical sensors. When the optical sensor goes on, when the optical sensor goes on, wait for 1.5 seconds. Wait for 1.5 seconds. When the optical sensor goes on, wait for 1.5 seconds and then stop the conveyor. Then stop the conveyor. After a delay of 2 seconds, the conveyor will start again. After a delay of 2 seconds, a conveyor will start again. Using using a start stop button, using a start stop button. A light should be on when the system is active. Devise a ladder diagram for the same. Devise the ladder diagram for the same. Please try to understand the problem statement. Of course, we will take some of the examples related to our pure electrical systems. A conveyor is run by switching on or off a motor. The parts of the conveyor are positioned by optical sensors. Now, this is very important here. What are the different inputs and outputs that we have, that we have to properly judge first. A conveyor is run by switching on or off a motor. So, the parts of the conveyor are positioned by optical sensors. When the optical sensor goes on, wait for 1.5 seconds and then stop the conveyor. After a delay of 2 seconds, the conveyor will start again using a start stop button. A light should be on when the system is active. Devise a ladder diagram for the same. Simple example, but only thing is that you have to write a small note here, which are the inputs here, which are the outputs, when exactly the outputs are getting activated and all, right. So, I hope you can try this particular problem on your own. There should not be any problem in solving this, right. So, please try to interpret it and take this as an assignment. If you are not able to solve it, please get back to me. We will solve, and you can even post it in the Google Classroom also. So, with that I will stop now.